see people waiting out in the cold, and they have every shirt you've ever put out. Like, I know when I was singing for Under Oath, like we played shows to where the Riot team showed up, because there's so many people outside banging on the walls, because, you know, and we had no idea how big it was getting. And that was just those kind of fans, of people that are like, they're there, they're buying the t-shirts, they'll wait outside just to hear something through the walls. Like, that doesn't happen for like top 40 bands, I don't think. I mean, maybe like Katy Perry and stuff has the crazy super fans, Justin Bieber. But, you know, I mean, I would say a majority, you know, there's a handful in each, maybe, I don't know. But yeah. I think definitely the fans that love what the three of us are up to, which is all different. Slave, Sleepwave, and We Came as Drones is all different in their own right. But the kind of people that love every minute of it, like I've seen kids on this tour that were at 3 of the shows already. And I don't think you see that in like regular music.
These younger fans and stuff meet someone in the band too. It's like, I feel like they're like a fan for life or something. Like they get so stoked. Like you always spend a lot of time at your merch table, and he's always like, I want to be at merch. And, you know, meeting him, I'm sure, like, just makes people really fall in love with his band and stuff. Because, I don't know, I remember, like, when I was younger, meeting people that, like, I admired and, you know, looked up to, different singers. I was just a fan of the band forever from that moment on.
I think the way that, like, we are connecting, you know, with our fans and stuff like that, I mean, not only, I feel like a lot of people come up to me and, you know, one of the main things I get is mostly is, you know, you saved my life, you know, you did this, you did that for me, you helped me get clean, stuff like that. I mean, and for me, I feel like it's funny because these are the things that I would be saying to them. You know, those are the things that help me, you know, stay on topic, stay on track and stuff like that. It's like these fans are the ones, the reason why, you know, we're here, why we actually get to stand on that stage. And I think it's cool, like, that we're actually connecting with these people a little bit more than, you know, so saying.
Yeah, to be honest, like, what you're saying is how they connect to you and say, you did this for me, but you're like, oh no, you did this for me though. Yeah. And I think that's when you write an honest, even one line or an honest record or an honest song, there's always these kids that connect to it and they hold on to it for dear life, the same way we do as writers. You know, like you're writing that for yourself at the time, like this is your therapy, this is what
saving my life.
Yeah, I have to say this or screwed, you know, like this is my moment right now, like when you're in that studio or whatever. And I think you're not thinking about the fans when you're writing that, but then they hear that and it's everything they needed. And it was everything you needed, so you're like connecting on the same song. So I think that's, especially for singers, because when you're talking, you know, it's like the words that you wrote, like, that was about my life, like I needed that, and the person thinks you wrote it about them. They're like, oh, well, did you write that about what I was going through? And most of the time it's like pretty far off, but it has something similar, you know, in common. I'm sure you see it too. Well, that's why music is a universal language, you know. That's like the one universal language. People all over the world that don't even speak your language. You play Japan and they know the words and what it means, but they can't even talk to you after the show because they don't know how to speak. But they connect to it. It's just crazy. It's a beautiful thing. That's why we're all still here. We're all addicted to that drug, which is music. And the fans are too. You know, we are fans of music, which is why we play music and why those people go to see music. You know, I think once you lose I have tons of favorite bands. I listen to music every day. And I think when you lose that, you're like kind of, those are maybe the fake bands. I don't know.
Yeah, I think as a musician, I mean, you have to be genuine in what you're doing. You have to be doing it for the right reasons. I mean, if you're looking for a paycheck, first of all, wrong career. Yeah. And, you know, and if you're in it for like the fame or whatever, I mean, that's just a bad reason. You're going to wind up going off on like the wrong path, the wrong road, and people are going to see through that eventually. So you just got to make sure that you're in it for the right reasons, you know, like that if you're looking for that connection or that high of being on stage or just, you know, trying to express yourself, those are the right reasons to do it.
That's the only thing I went into the last record that I did. It's like, you know, you normally have like a whiteboard of like what you want to accomplish, and I wrote one word on it and that was it. It's like that the whole record just has to be brutally honest or there's no point in doing it, you know? Like to screw the timeline or what the label wants or what your manager's begging you to do, like, it's got to, because if it doesn't mean something to you, it's not going to mean something to anyone. And that's where the connection is.